Hello, welcome to the video. And today we are talking about when are we gonna get new updates on Marvel TOKON Fighting Souls. Like, are we gonna have to wait till after GTA 6 is released? Are we gonna have to wait till after Stillwell Run Part 2 is released? Now, it's been a while since they've posted anything about Marvel TOKON. The last news officially that we got from Arxis was the character trailer of the Amazing Guardians, showing off Spider-Man's team and showing off Penny Parker, a new character. There is already a release date for the game, which is August 6th, so it's not like we're completely in the dark. But that's 4 months of time out, and we haven't had any new reveals for, well, anything. Are they going to do one more team per month with 20 characters and teams being 4 characters? That leaves 5 different teams, and with one being revealed in 4 months, of the game, they could just do one team per month. But that seems kind of slow in order to build hype. Am I right? Don't you want to release more about the game? The Arxis World Tour Finals, they ended like a couple weeks ago, which was last month in March, and not too much was shown about the game other than the new build that was there that showed off some of the new mechanics and had Danger and Magic, those 2 new characters. So I don't know, they seem to be playing with the game. Like I said before, they could always show off some more characters. I know they showed off Penny Parker and building up Spider-Man's team, which was mostly characters we had already known. The Unbreakable X-Men trailer, which showed off like 3 characters. So they could continue to do that. I have a video myself predicting what characters I would personally want in TOKON, but commented on that video. We have a commenter of Shadowbreed, and I thought he had a really good idea of America Chavez being a character in the game and having that sort of multiversal travel ability being how we get characters like Penny Parker even involved in the story in the first place. The story could take that route, or Mr. Fantastic or another genius character could invent some sort of way to travel through dimensions, or just my queen, Galacta. Maybe she is altering dimensions or time somehow. But yeah, he was pointing out there's this Doodle sort of theory that if you noticed at the end of some of these character trailers, they have little like images and doodles that come out that seem to be hinting at some of the other characters. There's a little star here, that's why he had mentioned America Chavez. And before, other things that just referenced some of the other characters. There's a wand in Doom's hand, so maybe that's referencing Wanda. There was a leak with Scarlet Witch. We have a little duck plushie here. He also mentioned that Howard the Duck could be a playable character. I don't know much about him, but hey, I'm all for more oddballs in the game. But it doesn't have to be just characters that they're releasing. They could have even more updates on the story. They could have just different modes that the game could have. A classic arcade mode, a time attack mode. It's Arxis, so maybe there's some more inventive single player modes. Even in Dragon Ball FighterZ, the story wasn't just your typical story mode, even though it had some flack for that. Wasn't the best replayability. But yeah, there could be like a RPG or like a roguelike mode where you start off with your main character, and then as you progress, you unlock all the assists as you go down, and then you fight a boss at the end. I don't know. Hopefully, like Street Fighter 6, there's more extensive single player content for this game. That's kind of what I'm hoping gets revealed as well. So we'll just see. Maybe they have more updates for the online lobbies. We already saw what they look like in the beta. They're, pretty simple. You get your little lobby avatars and you get to travel around. Pretty standard for a lot of fighting games now, where the online lobbies are kind of just like arcade setup cabinets. So nothing new there, but maybe they implement the private lobbies that 2XKO has, where you can just sort of chill in a created room of your own, and you don't have to sort of wander around those lobbies. And maybe like 2XKO, I hope they implement more customization features, like maybe your private lobby, you can unlock little trinkets or plushies or furniture or whatever. just adding more single player content to the game, or more content. Like, everybody likes to customize their characters, and if you don't want to interact with it, you don't have to. Just allowing more people to interact with the game on different levels. I think that's also how you get in other fan bases into fighting games. Someone goes, oh, well, I want the cool skin. Then they have to actually interact with the fighting game to get the part that they want, you know? And on customization, something else that they could reveal are alternate costumes. They did show in like a small section at the end of that X-Men trailer that the DLC will have certain costumes, and pre-ordering you'll get some alternate costumes. But what about the base game? Hopefully they reveal that there still is something that you can have. And I know for Dragon Ball FighterZ, that was one of the main asks for DLC, was just some alternate costumes. And I know there was, I don't know if I'm just making this up or if I read this somewhere, that like the fighters models were so detailed, and you know, they had to do so much squash and stretching for the 2.5D animations that it was like hard to implement costumes for the characters. But then Videl has like an alt in the game, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense. And there are very talented mods that change up the costumes of the characters, so it is possible. And if they come into this game with the idea of already customizing stuff, I bet that there's a lot already in the base game, or at least one per character, at least. And I hope that, I don't know, TOKON just has a lot more news, a lot more to show. And yeah, we're just excited for what's coming next. If you have any theories, just say what they are. I know a lot of people are excited for Marvel TOKON. Some people feeling lukewarm about it, but yeah, that's it.